What happens next in Israel? Part 11. The Israeli Iron Dome defense system has stopped over 90% of the Hamas rockets, but is incapable of stopping 100% of these crude missiles from Gaza. The Hamas rockets have a fixed trajectory that can be tracked, calculated, and responded to by the Iron Dome interceptor missiles. Drones can be intelligently controlled, however, to take evasive actions. There may also be many decoy drones and decoy cruise missiles. Even if not all of the Iron Dome units are hit by the invaders, the Russian Islamic coalition will be able to use massive numbers to overwhelm the tiny Israeli nation years after the future Israeli victory in Psalm 83. These are clouds of birds. Some drones are also small. Russia and Iran could fill the sky over Israel with low-flying cruise-type missiles and low-flying drones of all sizes. As they ascend, Ezekiel said, "Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land." There was no army in Ezekiel's time that could ascend and be like a cloud to cover the land. Ezekiel said that they would be upon the mountains of Israel. The IDF will be unable to stop this occupation and come like a storm. This could clear the way for Russian airborne troops in a way that was not done in Afghanistan. All of this can and will overwhelm Israeli air and ground defense systems, since Hashem says, "This is so the heathen may know me," in Ezekiel 38:16. Hashem will allow the occupation. Why? Like a cloud to cover the land. Since the main goal of the invaders is to take a spoil and to take a prey, the use of nukes may be slim to none. However, the cruise missiles, drones, and planes that follow may deposit a cloud of chemicals over Israeli bases. If the attack is big and fast enough, it may cripple the Israeli Air Force and Iron Dome defense system. Here are clouds of chemicals used during war. UN reveals fresh evidence of ISIS using chemical weapons in Iraq. Here are more clouds of chemicals used during war. ISIS fighters may have anti-aircraft missiles. The U.S. Congress may also have contributed by allowing the U.S. to sell anti-aircraft missiles to Syrian rebel groups despite the high risk that they would fall into the hands of ISIS. How Russian special forces are shaping the fight in Syria. Washington Post, 3/29/2016. They are there now. If Russia and Iran used drones and airdrops at the start of their invasion of Israel in Ezekiel 38, they could quickly overpass the major buffer zones that will give Israel the great security mentioned by Ezekiel before the invasion. Israel will not be expecting the Arab neighbors that they have beaten in Psalm 38 to be able to mount anything like the type of the massive airborne assault that the Russians and their vast coalition may mount. These and other tactics will enable the coalition of Islamic nations to overwhelm the IDF and begin to occupy Israel. Hashem allows this to happen because many in Israel will ignore him and do whatever they want. See Ezekiel 39:26, in which Hashem states they trespass after dwelling safely. Hashem states they have borne their shame and all of their trespasses whereby they have trespassed against me, when they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. This is the time of safety in Ezekiel 38:11-12, which comes after the great victory of Israel over their Arab neighbors in Psalm 83. He goes on to say that he will allow Israel to fall by the sword and to go into captivity in the lands of their enemies. This is so the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they by the sword, according to their uncleanness, and according to their transgressions have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. Then shall they know that I am the Lord their God, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen. Hashem says that he will bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my holy name. In Ezekiel 39:28. How does Hashem do this? After he allows those nations to punish Israel for sins that cause him to hide his face from Israel. See how and what happens next in Israel. Part 12. For more information and ways that you can help us to blow the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm, you may contact us, Hope of Israel, at Tikva Yisrael, by email at shlomo1335@gmail.com. Ask for Shlomo. I'm Yisrael Kai. You may like us on Facebook and comment on Twitter and Tumblr.